Okay, mathematicians, mission 4. This time we're going to be math machines and learn about functions.
Okay, so what is a function? Well, a function is basically 3 parts. You have an input, that's a number or value you plug into a situation. You have a relationship, that's the math that's happening in the situation. And last, you have an output. That's what happens that depends on what happened in the math. Okay, so let's keep it real. Let's take Camden. He mows lawns for $20 each. How much money will he make? Well, how much money he's going to make, that would be the output. That is really going to depend on how many lawns he decides to mow. That's going to be the input. So let's kind of create a little table here and try to figure out the relationship. So if he mows 1 lawn, he makes $20. So if he mows 2 lawns, he makes $40. So if he mows 3 lawns, he's bringing in the bucks. He's now up to $60. So our question is, what is the rule? The input has been all these choices, independent choices, of how many lawns he wants to mow. The output has been the money. What's happening every time? Think about it. It looks like if I look at the input and the output, that I'm multiplying by 20 every single time. For every input I multiply by 20, I get the output. Boom. You didn't even know it, but when you were mowing lawns, you were doing functions. Okay, let's look at Anthony. Anthony babysits for $8 per hour. How much money can he make babysitting? Let's see. So for 1 hour, he makes $8. 2 hours, he makes $16, and so on. So the rule here, again, would be the money depends on how many hours, and it looks like the rule would be to multiply 8 by the number of hours. Now Lola is saving up for a new bike. She has $50 from her birthday, plus she gets $10 per week for chores. So let's think about it. Week 1, she has that $50, plus she's going to add 10, so she's got $60. Now, not enough for a bike, let's say, that costs $80, $100, $150. She's not sure which one. So let's look at week 2. Now she's up to $70 because she still has that $60 and she's adding 10 on. Okay, let's look at week 3. She's got $50, but now she has 3 weeks of $10. So now she's up to $80. She can afford the cheapest one on her list. So let's think about what math we were doing. First, she started out with $50. And then what did we add every week? Plus $10 per week. So in this case, the week was our independent variable, and the money is the dependent variable. Now, it's important to remember that functions can be in sets of numbers. It can be represented with a graph. It can be represented with a table, vertical or horizontal. But let's also remember the new vocabulary we learned. So remember that when we're deciding if something is a function, we have to name the x variables. So that would be all of these. Those are called the domain. I remember it because it's alphabetical. X comes before Y in the alphabet, and D comes before R. Then also that means the range is what we call the Y terms. And as long as you get a different Y term for every X value, it's a function. Now pause the video and you try. Now check it out. Okay, let's try to solve some of these bad boys. So, if the function rule is x plus 6, what is the output if the input is 11? This means we're taking this 11 and plugging it right in here. So now we would have 11 plus 6 equals 17. Boom. Lastly, let's do this one. Evaluate f of 5 when f of x equals 3x plus 4. Doing the same thing, plugging in 5 for this x. So now I have 3 times 5 minus 4. 15 minus 4 equals 11.
Okay, mathematicians, don't forget the pledge. I am a person.
I'm a person.
I did math today.
I did math today.
I'm a math person.
I'm a math person.
Boom.